How's your day going? Today is YouTube Wednesday and I'm Sue with Ava's Bridal Couture in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Today in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to choose a veil. All the different trims. You've got beading, lace, satin edging, all sorts of options, long, short, color, no color, and it's a little bit overwhelming. And I'm going to share with you all of my tips on how we train our stylists and teach our clients in person. That way you can get some of the basics down to prepare you for trying them on in person.
Here's what you can expect today in this conversation. First, we're going to cover a lot of the top questions that you should be asking, but we're also going to be looking at different trims and embellishments, color, but also length. How do you know which veil to choose for your dress?
By the end of this video, you're going to be feeling like, yes, so much more prepared and ready to purchase your veil with your dress, without your dress, however you're going to do it. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We share a new video every single Wednesday. If you're a bride, mother of the bride, bridesmaid, bestie, family, sister, planner, someone who is interested in bridal, this one's for you.
I've been a bridal shop owner for 13 years and a pro seamstress prior to that, so a lot of this is muscle memory just from years of experience, but I'm sharing all of our great tips today. You do not need to know exactly what you want to start trying on. You're going to be working with somebody, whether you're buying online or in person, who's going to really help you. There are multiple ways to do it right, so just feel confident in that. We know our products, and the price range goal really helps us narrow down the search. It's all about asking great questions, listening to you and understanding, and then trying on. Our entire team of stylists has weighed in on this video, so you're going to get lots of great teamwork today. I'm really pumped because I learned a few things in talking with my staff and asking them, what are your best tips for choosing a veil for a bride? If your veil is too dark, it will photograph a little bit orange. If you mix a cool white veil with a warm white ivory wedding dress, it will clash. And you might notice the difference in the hue. It could bother you. Most brides notice it and they don't like it, but some brides are more laid back, of course. If you have something that's a fast delivery with a very low cost, especially on the internet, just expect for it to have fewer options, and the savings is coming from the quality of the materials and the details of it. All of the colors that you see here are to match the designers that we carry. So on the left-hand side, you're seeing the blushes, the lattes, the light golds, and then ivory, and then the true white on the right. We've made the decision as a store to only stock designer veils. So all of these veils are going to match the designers that you see in our store.
I'm going to show you a few different tricks, some tips, and then you'll be able to apply those in your appointment. Yeah, there's an animal back here, and I'm hoping I don't scream when he pops out. Okay, he knows I'm here. Just gonna record a video really quick. You can have your woods back. I better hurry this up. Okay. Where were we? 2020. Everything's okay. Everything's okay.
Tell me in the comments if you would like for me to make a video where I actually break down measurement numbers of the different veil lengths. For this video, I'm going to keep it simple, which short, medium, floor length, and long. I'm going to kind of generalize the lengths because some of them vary by a few inches, and you'll let me know in the comments if you want something more technical. If you need a starting point, we say start with the cathedral veil, which is the longest, and work your way to the shorter if necessary. Sometimes your price range or your personal preference or an outdoor wedding with the type of walkway you're going to have doesn't really lend itself to a cathedral, or maybe in conversation we've already established that you don't want a long veil. Maybe the veil is creating a look for you that you wanted with a shorter veil. When in doubt, try it on. See if you like it. Once you find something you love, don't overthink it. You look great, you love it, don't second guess yourself. You might find that it's a lot easier to purchase your accessories and veil here at Ava's, and that's because when we go to market, we purchase the bridal gowns that we are going to put into our store. we always purchase accessories and veils at market for the dresses. So for example, if we're going to be looking for a dress like this, we're going to look for a veil that keeps a clean and simple minimal look, and then also something that steps it up for a more natural beauty, more feminine, glamorous look. But then we're also going to pick up that wow veil that gives a lot of drama, a lot of detail, a lot of stuff for the bride that wants to just take it up a notch.
One pro tip I like to give you in design, and when it comes to styling and choosing what you're going to use to put your look together, there's never a right or wrong answer. You can do the process the way that you want to do it. You can do the shopping and put it together the way that you want to do it. There's multiple ways to do it right. Shop with us online and in person. If you want to come in and meet with us in person, book that appointment, because we love working with brides. So we want to meet you.
Veils don't have a one-size-fits-all answer on how long they take. Some of them take a little longer than others. So what I would do is find the veil you want and then ask about that particular veil. I think the ideal time to purchase your veil is with your wedding dress. And I know we're going to talk later about hairstyles and all the questions that you might be asking, but I'm going to show you why that's actually not necessarily an issue. Accessories tend to be a cash and carry item. So if you come in and you purchase them and take them home with you that day, that's completely natural. Some of you will special order, but a lot of you do cash and carry. We also get the phrase, "Will you write this down for me?" And when someone asks that, I always want them to know that yes, we're happy to write them down for you in the system, but because it's a cash and carry business, a lot of our inventory changes weekly. If once that item's gone, it's gone. Even if we have it written down, you're not going to want to buy it just sight unseen. So just keep that in mind for planning purposes. We've had brides get sad about that, and I totally understand why.
Many of you like to do your alterations and accessories in the same appointment because you're trying to save time. If that sounds like your cup of tea, let's do it. We'll do your accessories first, and then we'll meet with the seamstress. That way when she's pinning you, you won't have like your bustle up, and you can have your train out and make all those good decisions.
When we're doing our buying, we're looking for veils that can have custom changes for multiple uses. For example, if we purchase a really detailed, dramatic cathedral veil, it might be able to come into a detached train option and even a cape option at no additional charge. Sometimes there's a small fee, and then sometimes the answer is no. There are veils in our store that don't come in blush. There's some that don't come in nude or latte. They only come in their specific colors. Custom changes tend to be something that we overthink and can cause stress, but I wouldn't overthink it. Just enjoy it. You're probably going to find something that's just perfect, ready to go. But if you do want to level up, we do have those products here.
Many of you wait till the last minute, which we love and we know, and you'll pick up those things and we keep stock, and then you take them each day. So our inventory does fluctuate, but we are growing and improving on our e-commerce thanks to 2020. And we are definitely committed to doing a better job online. So check our website, our shop link. We have a ton of our dresses on there, and we are working to get more of our alteration services, our digital services, so I can work with you remotely, and as well as our accessories.
Looking at trims and fabrics and laces are the fun part of the veil shopping, so we could definitely go off on a long tangent on this part of the video. What I'm going to do is start off with showing you some of the basics of how you match the trim to the dress, but then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you even more trims because there are so many, and I know that you love seeing them, so why not? Let's take a look at the end of this video. I'll do some bonus features with you. So here's some lace that starts at the comb, but then there's also going to be lace down here like this. You've got a pencil edge at the top that keeps it clean and minimal by your face, but then you get that detail down at the bottom of your veil. So then you have a cut edge like this, but then bam, you get some nice details, some designer lace that matches the Maggies and the Essences and the Maury Lees and all the higher end designers. Then you've got the pencil edge again, but this is more of a floral lace. Then you've got something more traditional like this lace with a nice scallop and detail. So you've got a lot of different trims with the laces. You're gonna find one that matches your dress. This one's nice because it's beaded, but it just has a little cluster and it goes all the way around. This is a floor length veil right here. I love this one because we do this a lot for heirlooms. So if you have a mother's veil or a grandmother's veil, we can do that style, and I'll show you that in your session. Here's a really cool botanical lace, and there's just so much. We'll look at more towards the end of the video. Matching the trims has a lot to do with getting to know the bride. So if I can tell you love lace, I'm going to definitely incorporate more lace. If you have really strong features and bold eyes or teeth, smile, you might want less by your face. Let's say you love lace, but you're not that into lace. You'd like to get some glamour in there with the beading on the veil. Putting that on you, you're going to be able to see that framing your face, and that's such an easy mix with lace. It's beading. If you have a simple dress like a Mikado dress with pockets, then I like to do the horsehair trims or the satin edges or even just a clean edge.
If you're a bride that doesn't live in the state of Texas, you have no plans of traveling here to see me, I want to work with you. I can also do a remote visit where I do a full breakdown of cost and just take a look at you and your dress. And you might be like, well, how are you going to do that? You're not going to see me in person, Sue. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. Just hit the link in the description. Let me know that you're here. I'll even put my contact info and then we'll get started. I'll walk you through it. I'll walk you through the process, baby, come feel it. You got the process, baby, come feel it. Gotta get the process, gotta get the process with me. Yeah.
I'm going to show you the popular styles that brides in our price range and in our area are purchasing the most of, which would be a single tier, two tier, drop veil, mantilla, and birdcage. Mantillas and bird cages are very unique styles, so you're going to see less brides going with that style. However, with the drop veil, I'd say it's very popular because it's very sheer. So is the single tier, but a two-tier veil is great for brides who want volume. It doesn't mean you have to wear the blusher over your face, but you'll see here with a single tier veil, you'll be able to wear it and see right through it, even with an illusion back like this. This is a fingertip length veil. See how it goes down here by the booty? That is considered the waist of the dress on a fit and flare. This veil is an example of a drop veil. It's basically a circle cut, grabbed in the middle and attached to the comb. You'll notice that it's very sheer and there's no gathers at the comb, so it makes it very smooth. I do have 4 other videos on our channel currently. These are all the topics that you can search.
If you're watching this video and you haven't seen this video right here, I'll go ahead and link it for you because you might want to see the basics of how to position your veil, and I talk about some of the terminology that I'm using today and positioning it on your head. That way you can start thinking about your hair and multiple ways to get that look that you feel really good in.
I have been loving your comments and all of the requests that you've had for videos, so I've got it narrowed down for our next week's video. Help me decide. Comment below and tell me if you'd like to see 1, 2, or 3.
And of course, I hope that you'll be shopping with us.
If you've ever been taught that you need to know exactly how you're going to do your hair before you purchase your veil, come into our salon, let one of our stylists show you how that's actually a myth. We can play with your hair and show you how you can wear it all sorts of ways, and many of them I've shown you in this video. Especially if you're getting a professional hair and makeup artist for your wedding day, you're definitely going to be in great hands. But even if you're DIYing, it still holds true. If you feel like you're too old or this is not your first marriage and you shouldn't wear a veil, please know that we support you. I'm not going to try to talk you out of that, but I would encourage you to try one on. Put your dress on, have your stylist pull a few different styles of veils, see what you think. You can never know until you try it. When it comes to the veils that you purchase online for $6 or go to the craft store and purchase tulle versus the designer veils that you're seeing on our website, just want you to know there's a huge difference and you're going to be able to tell in person as well. I have ordered those veils on Amazon as well, and I've sent every single one of them back because it's not the same. They send stuff that's like really stretchy and really thick, and the stuff that you're seeing here is just a whole different level of designer veils. Take your veil off the minute the seamstress starts putting pins into your dress, especially in your shoulders or in your upper body. The second that needle hits your veil, you're done. It's going to rip it right open and you are going to be crying. So just don't even worry about it. Take it off once those pins start going into the dress. Watch for your garment bag. The teeth of the zipper will put a hole in your veil, and you'll notice it'll have a nice little snag. Keep it in its protected bag and just watch out for your zippers.
I know it's a little overwhelming trying to figure out, how do I purchase my veil? Do I do it after I picked out my hairstyle, before, when I buy my dress, after?
This is a common misconception. We covered it in an Instagram live recently. We also converted it to an IGTV. We talk about it openly. I show you in videos like this with multiple hairstyles. We have pins in our store so we can play with it. You can also bring your own things too, and we'll get some different looks with your hair and your veil. If you're coming to see us in person, let's book your appointment and do our sparkle box. You're gonna love being able to try it because you'll see that it's like a Stitch Fix, but for bridal. You'll be able to tell me all your preferences, we'll read over your quiz, and then we'll have things pulled for you that are exactly what you're looking for. Right price range, right details, right fabrics, trims, colors, everything. We'll be able to take a look at your dress before we actually see you and save you tons of time.
Okay, little rodent, you can have your space back. Thank you, and see you later.
Now we're going to do those bonus features. I'm just going to show you a few trims and styles and also looking at these extra clips of video. You often hear me talking about Secret Sparkle and Glitter Tool, so I love that first trim. This one's a lot more dominant, which is good sometimes. Sometimes you need a silver beaded edge like this one, and it's also really affordable. This one you're gonna love. It's really delicate, very feminine, and it just looks expensive, but it's not. We even have some with colored beading. We can do some rose gold in there, special order, get creative, put some gold, other colors too. This one has a silver thread behind it, which almost looks like a lace or an embroidery behind it. So it's scalloped, and it also has freshwater pearls, Swarovski crystals, and little moonstones sewn down. Try this one on and see the scalloped edge against your skin. It's really beautiful. This one looks really fresh. The trim is actually very wide. I don't know if it's showing on this video, but it's very wide, but it's very translucent at the same time. So it looks like just jewelry dripping from your face. You're going to notice the different colors. So we've got the light gold and lattes and ivories. It's so much easier to see them when they're comparing. If you have a short time frame, we do have quick delivery, and we also have out-of-town options if you don't live in the area for our sparkle box.
I'll give you process, baby, come feeling. You got that process, baby, come feeling. Gotta get that process with me. Yeah. We got it.